So take a moment to arrive here on your mat this beautiful fall morning or midday, wherever you are, but distinctly fall. And reconnect to your breath, taking a moment to find it and pay attention to it. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And just giving yourself a moment to arrive here on your mat for mindful weekend yoga. And a reminder that during these classes, you should, or you want to, opt in or opt out of whatever works for your body. Everything I offer is an invitation, and we are all different. And also to say that next week yoga will be on Saturday, and the following week it will be on Sunday, so October 12th and October 19th. And then the last weekend of October, there will be no yoga, because I am speaking to the women neurologists in Colorado. So if you're a woman neurologist, you should come so you can practice yoga with me in person. But otherwise, join me next Saturday, the 12th, and Sunday, the 19th. I am not as good at sending out reminders at this moment in time because I have a lot of other things. And then it's the time to teach yoga. So my husband actually asked me, why are you teaching yoga if you're so busy? And I said, because it's exactly what I need when I'm busy. So I encourage you to take on that thought as well, that gifting yourself a moment of rest and restoration and time to simply breathe and move and be in your body can be a tremendous gift. And that is my invitation for this morning's class. The idea of taking a pause to restore, inviting the idea of diastole again, once again. Diastole is the pause where the heart refills and feeds itself, and making sure that you offer that to yourself in little bits and big bits, whenever and wherever you can. So as we begin, find your sit bones and your root and connect it downward into wherever you are seated. Perhaps it's a block or perhaps it's the ground. And notice and connect, sending your roots downward like a redwood tree and sending them out. Redwood trees have shallow roots that reach out far and wide to connect to other trees, creating a network of support. Perhaps the invitation in your mind of connecting to the support and energy of all of the other humans practicing with us this morning. And send the breath in once again through your nose, down into that root, into the earth and out. And letting it come back the opposite way out through your mouth. And if it feels good and you haven't already, close your eyes. For those of us in medicine, we use our eyes to scan the world for danger and things to do. And so when you close your eyes, you have much more access to your inner world, potentially noticing that. And if that feels too edgy, just a slight soft gaze, not really looking. And notice your breath once again with the eyes closed. How does it feel different? And bring a hand to heart and another hand to top, sending your heart space some kindness and energy. With the next inhale, send the breath to the palmar surface of your hands, wrapping your heart and touching that palm, letting it rise and fall. And wherever you are, if you happen to be outside, taking a moment to bathe in what is your surroundings, whether inside or outside. How is it crisp and fall and beautiful with trees and leaves? Or how is it cozy and warm in your home or in wherever you practice? Just taking a moment to sit amidst the beauty and amidst the good, amidst the things that are happening, rather than just moving from thing to thing, sitting and enjoying, pouring the breath in and out. letting go of all the things outside of you to do, and simply breathe in and breathe out and enjoy your chest rise and fall. And enjoy your hands on your chest, your hands above your heart. Taking a moment to listen to your heart, any desires it might have, words of wisdom for you as to how you might like to move forward with intention today, this week, this fall. Whatever comes to mind, let it bubble up. And a practice of switching hands, top hand, replacing it with the bottom hand, noticing the uncomfortable side, and reminding yourself that the discomfort doesn't mean anything is wrong. It's simply unfamiliar. We'll take 3 more breaths here of intention, intentionally restoring, refilling, rejuvenating, re-energizing. Let each inhale have an energy that would feel good to you. Maybe it's releasing. Switching your hands back to the comfortable hold. Pressing the heel of your hand into the heart space, sending yourself some oxytocin. Gifting your cells and your neurochemistry, that lovely hormone. Gifting your cells the breath with intention to your pinky fingers, your index finger, your big toe, your baby toe. Letting it be simple. Breathe in and breathe out. Letting all of the noise of the world fly and move around you. And we'll bring our hands together, creating a little heat and warmth and energy, energizing yourself, waking yourself up a bit. Maybe open your eyes as you do this, and you'll bring your thumbs to your sternum. Your fingers will reach to the sky. Press each finger pad against each other, enjoying that connection. Press the thumbs into your sternum, enjoying that connection. Your palms together, and a little energetic tension between the elbows, your arms awake. And take a moment here to consider your intention for this class, for the day, for the week, for whatever feels right to you. You might close your eyes if the wisdom escapes you as your eyes are open, and set that intention. Whatever comes to mind, don't overthink it or overjudge it. And let that be. And we'll open our eyes and lower hands and come back together. Shake it out, letting go of any tension or kinks. Maybe roll your shoulders back 3 times and forward 3 times. And we'll come to stillness, reaching your arms up to the sky. Right thumb and middle finger will grab your left wrist. Root your hips downward and stretch your arms upward. Huge breath in, grow as tall as you can. Exhale, tip to the right. Your left hip will root downward, steadying you, and you may let your head just fall into the cradle of your upper arm. Taking a big breath in, sending it to every nook and cranny of the left side body. Exhale, letting it out. Inhale, come back to center. Switch the clasp of your hands. Exhale. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, tip leftward. Root that right hip down. Let your left ear rest on that left arm. Let it feel good, nourishing yourself with kindness. And exhale, let it out. Coming back to center, release your hands, interlace your fingers, and flip your palms to the sky. Have another little shimmy, inviting play. Slight arch back, and you can gaze up if it's kind to your neck. Exhale, round forward. Enjoy your back. Stretch, release. Let the crown of your head come all the way forward, and your belly button's going to reach all the way back to your spine. Exhale here. Inhale, reach farther. Exhale, reach even farther. Notice how the breath can help you. Inhale, rise up. Slight arch back, gaze up if that's okay. If your neck says no, don't do it. Exhale, round forward. Don't override your body's signals here. That's one of the intentions of yoga. Let the crown of your head reach forward. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Opening your arms gently, you're going to bring them out and down like snow angels. Unsticking your scapula, moving slowly, or a sand angel, or simply just moving your arms, washing the windows. Let it feel good. Close your eyes and notice the sensations and the heat. We'll pause at 90 degrees, your arms sticking straight out, palms forward. Wiggle your fingers. And you're going to give yourself a huge hug. Squeezing your shoulders, squeezing as tight as you can. Close eyes and inhale, squeeze tight. Exhale, squeeze even tighter. Releasing that oxytocin. Once again, breathing in, squeeze tight. And exhale, let it out. As much as you can close your eyes in yoga, the more of an internal experience you'll have. Untangle your arms. The only time it can be tricky is when you're doing balance poses. It makes it much harder. Squeeze your fists tight, tight, tight. Pinch your scapula together. Enjoy all of the tingles, the sensations, and release. Send some squeezing, flicking fingers out, and just flick whatever you might like to let go of. Waking up your arms, creating a little heat and warmth. Breathe and pause in stillness. Face your arms to the front once again, and you will do a hug in the opposite way. It's going to be harder to reach your medial scapula, or maybe you can't reach at all. No judgment here. Squeeze tight. Inhale, squeeze tighter. Exhale, squeeze even tighter. Sending yourself that oxytocin of the hug. Just like you don't have to wait for others to be kind to yourself. You don't have to wait for others to give you a hug. Hug yourself when you need it. Maybe after a challenging patient encounter or a challenging child or partner encounter. Hide in the closet or in the bathroom or go outside and give yourself a squeeze. Untangle your arms, spread them out wide, and lower them down to the earth. Shrug your shoulders all the way up to your ears. Pinch your occiput into your neck and shoulders. Give yourself a massage. We carry a lot of tension in the base of our necks and our shoulders. Release and let it melt. Remembering that the transitions and the pauses are where the shifts happen. Take a moment to breathe. 3 breaths here before we move on. Not rushing, letting go of some of that urgency tendencies. And when you're ready, come off your block if you happen to be on one. If you have tight hamstrings and you have a blanket, you could sit on that. We're going to stretch our legs long. Move the flesh of your seat out of the way without judgment. Letting your knees be soft, your ankles flexed. Stretch your toes wide. Enjoy the toe energy. Taking a moment to appreciate your toes and all that they do to help you balance and move. When you stub your toe or have a broken toe, life is hard. Taking a moment to appreciate your toes. Bring your hands to your thighs, down your knees to your shins, and you'll hinge at your waist. You may not go far. This is not a farther distance competition. Let the energy in the backs of your legs move. Let that be the intention. Send the breath in through your nose, down through your throat, through your belly, down your legs to your heels, and out the other way. Try that once more. One of the reasons I tell you where to send the breath is it's a practice of pranayama, and in pranayama is breath work. And breath is energy in yoga. So shifting the energy, bathing your cells with fresh oxygen. It's a way of directing your attention to the breath so it works differently. Sliding up to a seat. You're going to bend your right knee and hug it in towards you and have a little rock here. Move your belly out of the way if it needs to be out of the way. Today's podcast is about menopause, and there's a bit about body image, and every menopausal woman has a belly, so just own it and love it, no matter what. Bring your left hand to the outer edge of that right foot, and you'll stretch your right leg long. If you can't reach your foot, you can use a strap here or just grab somewhere else. Let the judgment go. Notice your IT bands, probably let you know it's there. Wiggle your toes. If it would feel good, inhale and grow tall and twist towards the right, gazing over the right shoulder. If you can't reach your foot at all, you can also leave your knee on the ground, your foot on the ground with your knee bent. Gaze at the view. Inhale, exhale, gaze over and let it feel good. Twisting back, you'll bend your knee, bring that right foot over towards the left side. On the other side, find your sit bones, have a little rock, and you'll take your left arm, wrap it around your knee, and twist rightward once again. Some of you may put it on the inside of your knee. Neither is better or worse. Just do a twist to massage your insides. Let your insides have a moment that feels good. Your hip might feel good. Wiggle your toes and fingers. Don't take this too seriously. Breathing in, let the shifts happen. Let the oxygen and your physiology do its work. We will twist back to center and a little counter twist, a gentle one as your spine wakes up here. On the way back, grab your foot, bring it with you. Bring your sole of your foot to the inside of your left leg, rock your sit bones, find them. Your knee is perpendicular. It's a 90-degree angle. You may have to shift to stay on your mat here. We're going to bring our right hand behind us and come up into Wild Thing, which is one of my favorite stretches. And let it be creative. Let it feel good to you. There isn't a right way to do it. Your right hand is behind your right hip and you're stretching long. You may have a 90-degree angle at your foot and the outer edge of your foot reaches into the earth, but you choose. Reach that left arm up to the sky and draw it back. Gaze open. Let your heart open. For those of you who've done retreats with me, see with your heart here. Let your heart see and let it guide you. Sometimes we can connect with it with hand on heart, and sometimes just letting it pop open here gives you an idea of how you might like to move forward. Lowering your hips down. Take a moment here to find the flesh of your seat once again. You'll draw your knee back in case it's gone wonky like mine. Find your belly and reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, twist left and fold forward, not too far. You'll wrap your left hand into the right hip crease and let your head and neck fall. And just enjoy the wrap. Reminds me of a baby wrap. Let yourself be cradling yourself, holding yourself here. Sliding up, untangling. And we'll stretch that right leg long and take a moment here in the evenness. Find your sit bones once again, or your ischial spines is what I mean by that, if you don't know what the word sit bones means. And we'll hinge forward once again, this time round back. Let your head and neck fall and see where you end up. You can widen your legs if your hamstrings feel tight, leave them bent if they are unhappy. And it's a non-judgment zone. You can also sit up on a blanket or a pillow if this is uncomfortable. Allow your head to drop. You'll notice some stretch along the back of the neck, upper back. Point your toes. Notice the subtle, significant, tiny micro changes make a big difference. Flex your ankles towards you. Spread your toes wide. Relax your toes. See if there's another centimeter of fold that feels good now. Engage your belly and slide up. Take a moment to arrive at the top, letting the blood flow readjust. And when you're ready and feel steady and are connected into the earth beneath you, you'll grab your left knee and hug it in towards you. Move your belly out of the way and practice doing it with kindness. Find your sit bones here. You're going to take your right hand and grab the outer edge of your left foot and stretch it long. If this doesn't work, you can grab your knee. If you wish, inhale, grow tall, and twist leftward, gaze over your left shoulder, and enjoy the view. See what's there. See if you can notice not what needs to be fixed or changed, but what's beautiful over there. What's a cool thing that you've forgotten about that you can see, or how cozy your room is if it's cold outside, whatever it is. Press your heel forward. Notice the energy, not the judgment about what you can and can't do, but just an energetic shift. That's the invitation. Coming back to center, you'll pick up your foot and bring it over to the right side. Rock on your sit bones, find steady. Take your right arm and give that left knee a hug, twist leftward here. Massage your insides on this one. Twists are spine lengtheners, thinking of them as growing tall more so than squeezing and twisting. You're growing tall, aligning your vertebrae, giving those intervertebral spaces some space to breathe as well. You can press into your fist behind you. If you have short arms like I do, you can put a block behind you to help lift you. And gaze over that left shoulder. Breathing in and out. Untwist. Twist the opposite way for a short counter twist to be kind to your neck. And you'll come back to center, grabbing your foot along the way. Bring the sole of that left foot into the right inner thigh. And you'll bring your left hand behind you. We're going to come into Wild Thing over here. You'll plant your left hand, your right toes will come to the left, and you'll lift your hips up and stretch. Let it feel good. There's no competition here. It's really just a delicious, delightful stretch. Draw that right hand back and let your heart gaze upward. Maybe roll your wrist, maybe wiggle your toes, or plant the outer edge of your right foot into the earth. And lowering down. When you land, find your sit bones again. Taking time each time to reorganize yourself. Find your belly. Raise your arms to the sky, and you'll twist to the right, lower down. Right hand will come into the left hip crease. Left hand comes to the outer right shin, and you'll wrap and drop your head and neck. Let your head and neck on purpose release. And breathe. Wiggle toes. Let this be sort of a hug and a wrap and a cuddle with kindness. Untangling and coming up. Come into butterfly pose. Soles of your feet together, knees apart. Your hands will come to your arches or your ankles or your shins. It doesn't matter where. And have a rock connecting into the earth. Inhale, grow tall. Let your chest puff outward. Crown of the head reach to the sky. Take in a breath. Pour it down into your root. Your root chakra, or the base of your spine, is the creativity, safety, energy center of the body. So send the breath there. When you feel rooted and safe, you have access to a lot more inner knowledge, to creativity, to flexibility, especially if you're feeling stuck. Send the breath all the way down into your root, into the earth beneath you, and flush it out the other way, out through your mouth. One more breath in here. Grow as tall as you can. Let the exhale be a horse's breath, that noisy popping sound. It's a little different than the pursed lips or baby strawberries. Stretch your feet long. The intricacies of blowing bubbles out. It's kind of amusing. Let your knees be directly under your hips. We're going to come to tabletop or hands and knees. And I'm going to take my jacket off. And we will find center here. Let your hands be directly under your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide. Plant your palms. Let it feel steady. Notice the tops of your feet. And you're today going to curl your toes under, flex your ankles, and notice the difference in your tabletop here. Inhale, arch for cow pose. With your toes on the ground, your ankles are flexed at 90 degrees. It's a little bit different. Tiny little shifts make things significant. Exhale, round your belly, suck your navel up to the sky. Inhale once again for cow. Let your heart shine forward. Stick your butt up in the air. Enjoy that belly stretch. Our belly rarely gets a stretch. Let it feel good. And round once again, drop your head and neck. Let this be luxurious. Let that be the intention. Coming back to tabletop. Lower your forearms to the floor. Come into puppy pose. Your forehead may or may not touch the floor. So in puppy pose, your forearms are on the floor. You spread your fingers wide, planting your forearms on the floor, and your forehead reaches towards the floor. Your rear end sticks up. You can then slide your elbows forward and have a really delightful shoulder armpit stretch. You may need to have your forehead on a block if your shoulders are really tight. Do what works for you. It's non-judgment, or don't stretch quite so far. Huge breath into your belly and out. Let the breath be the balm or the medicine for your nervous system. Notice your toes. Have the tops of your feet gone to the floor? Curl your toes and just notice how that's different today. It's not what I usually cue in yoga, but it engages your belly actually in a different way. And I did not learn this in yoga teacher training. I learned this from my personal trainer because I always untuck my toes. And you don't have to use your belly when you do that. Interesting why that was my default. Slowly walking your hands back up to tabletop. Enjoy another cat-cow. Come back to tabletop. Now untuck your toes because the tops of your feet are going to help you balance. Plant your weight into your left hand, but be steady. You're going to extend your right leg long. Inhale and raise your right leg up to a little below hip height. Don't arch your back. Point your toe and flex your ankle. When you are ready, find steady here. Shift your weight between your hands so you know you're steady. Plant into the right hand and reach your left hand long. Reaching, stretching your body, growing in all directions here. Let it feel good. Maybe roll your ankle and your wrist, wiggling. Inhale and bring your elbow to knee if you wish. Round your back, undoing any tight tension in your lower back, and stretch long. For those who want to, you can do that one more time. It's optional. Lower your hand to the ground and your toe to the ground. Plant your right heel on the earth. You're going to kickstand that left foot and reach your right arm to the sky, coming into gate pose. Reach your arm over your head, over your ear. Enjoy your right side body. If it feels good, you can raise your right leg, come to a balance pose or not. Rolling ankle and wrist. Lower your foot, lower your hand, lower your knee. Enjoy a cat-cow here. Let it feel really good. Suck your belly all the way up. Let the cat part and the cow part feel good. Don't hurry, rush through them. Come back to tabletop. Extend your left leg long onto your tippy toe. Find steady here before you raise your leg. Use your core and your belly just below your belly button and the top of the right foot. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky a little below your waist. If it feels fun, you'll raise your right arm long. Stretch and breathe. Inhale, stretch a little bit longer. Exhale, bring elbow to knee underneath. Stretch long. If you want to do it one more time. If you don't want to do it, don't. Lower hands, lower toes. Drop your left heel to the right side and raise your left arm to the sky. Reach it over your ear. Enjoy the left side body. And breathe. Pour the breath in and out. Roll your wrist. Coming back down to tabletop. We'll come into child's pose. Release your back. Reach your hands as far forward as you can.
Let your forehead land on the earth. Knees will be apart. Sink your hips down and low. You can widen your knees if there needs to be a place for your belly. Let your big toes touch and your thumbs touch and your index finger touch. You'll have a triangle up there. Taking a moment to refill, a little diastole here in the middle of class. And noticing how taking just this short bit of time for you already probably feels good. 2 more breaths. Use the breath as potent medicine here. Breathing can be medicine. Yoga is definitely a form of medicine. Healing. And when you feel ready, we're going to slide forward into Sphinx onto your belly, elbows under your shoulders, tops of the feet on the earth, and send some kindness to your lower back. Something we rarely do. Breathing into your heart, wrap your heart with breath. Notice the front of your hips on the earth like headlights. Let them shine downward into the earth. Let the front of your pelvis plant into the earth, tops of the feet plant into the earth. And pour the breath all the way down through your nose to your tippy toes, that big toe and pinky toe. And out the other way. We breathe all day unintentionally and usually very shallowly to like 30% of your lung volume. And we hold our breath all the time. Use the breath to shift your energy. One more breath here in Sphinx pose. And we will plant our hands and come back to tabletop today and do a cat-cow to undo your lower back. I often do a child's pose, but you can stretch your back in other ways as well. The cat part is the part that will undo the Sphinx pose. Bringing liquid and movement. Walk your hands forward, curl up into downward dog, and hang out here for a minute. Let it feel good. Do anything you need to reorganize yourself if you are in disarray. And while you are upside down, gaze between your legs. The inversion is a reminder to shift your perspectives. How do things look and feel upside down? And take a moment here, notice your feet and find the spot that feels good to your feet today. Sometimes a short dog feels good. Sometimes a longer dog feels good. Notice what feels good to your back, the backs of your legs, the balls of your feet, and your arms and your shoulders. Do you want to widen your arms so they're closer to the width of the mat and your feet too? Or do you want a narrow dog? It doesn't matter. Do what feels good to you. Today is about restoring you, rejuvenating you. Bend your left knee, press your right heel towards the earth or to the floor, and enjoy the energy shift on the right leg and switch sides. Lift up onto your tippy toes, shimmy your hips up, press your forehead towards the floor. Enjoy a spine shoulder stretch. Lower your heels, let the energy move. Breathe. Three deep breaths here. Noticing the longer you're here, things are shifting. One more breath. And before we move, re-steady your hands and your feet. Make sure you are steady. You may want to bring your feet a little closer together. Inhale, raise your left leg to the sky. Come into three-legged dog, roll your ankle. Everything is engaged and strong here. Big breath in. As you exhale, you bring your foot between your hands. We're going to come into the high lunge today. You can use the wall or something to steady you. Probably when you arrive, you will want to widen your hips for balance in this high lunge.
And when you're ready, you can reach your arms to the sky. Notice how you feel. Your back heel is off the ground and both toes are facing front. It's different than warrior two. Take a moment here, roll your wrists. Take in a huge breath, pour it into your belly through the right hip flexor, down the right leg to your right, the ball mount of your right foot, and out the other way. As you breathe out, sink in a little bit more. Notice how it feels. Bring your hands to heart center. Your palms will come together. Your thumbs will connect to the sternum like we did in the beginning. Engage your right glute. You're going to straight your front knee and bend it. Inhale to straight and exhale to bend. This takes a bit of concentration. And steady. Let your hands on your chest steady you. Use your right glute, your right ball of the right foot. Once more, we'll straight and bend. Pause here. Notice how you feel. Potentially wiggle those front toes if they are gripping. And you're going to open your arms out wide. We're going to come into eagle arms here. Use that right glute. Engage it as you get unsteady. Wrap the left elbow under the right. Crisscross your arms and bring them to shoulder height. Pause here and send the breath and energy to that interscapular space. Breathing in and out. Press your elbows against each other. If you're steady, you can close your eyes and round forward. If you're not, stay where you are. Neither is better or worse. Just notice how it feels to do the eagle arms here. You can fold forward quite a bit farther. Inhale, come back up. Press your elbows against each other once again. Release. Open your arms. Reclasp them at your sacrum. Press your hands to the floor. Heart shines forward. Enjoy the front of the chest stretch. Let your heart puff out like you're really proud. Release your hands. Shake it out. You're going to lower your hands to the floor and hop your back foot forward. We're going to come to pyramid pose. You may wish to have a block or two in front, or a chair or a bed. Both legs are straight. Both toes are facing forward. Notice if you're trying to overstretch. You need to be able to breathe here. You might need stacks of 2 blocks, or you may keep your back flat and stay upright. Let your heart shine forward. Do what feels best to your legs. And sometimes it's just different. Some weeks are different. There's no right answer. You can be up on your fists. Remember to breathe. Remember to have light feet. Shift your weight back and forth, releasing any tension, releasing any gripping. Spread your toes wide, lower them down. Perhaps fold forward a little and come to that half lift and notice the shifts in the stretch. We're going to shift forward to half split. So I encourage you to use blocks or a bed or a chair. You're going to shift your weight into your hands and raise your back leg up to the sky, maybe to hip height or maybe just a little bit. It doesn't matter. Roll your back foot. You're using your left glute here for steady. Notice your hips. If you've opened them, see if you can square them to the floor and notice what happens. See if you can point your toe to the floor, see what happens. Big breath in here. Send the breath all the way to your heel. And exhale, you're going to lower your foot alongside the right, widen your feet, and come into a forward fold. You might stack those blocks if you happen to have them, or use the bed or the chair that you used to steady you. And hang out here in this forward fold. Breathe. Let the shifts happen. Let it feel good. Maybe lifting up all 10 toes and creating space for your belly, letting things move in the backs of the legs. You may bend one knee and straight the other. Let this feel really nourishing and nurturing.
No judgment allowed about your flexibility or your body. And let your forehead lean into either your arms or what you're leaning on. The forward fold is really helpful if you're anxious or stressed to steady you, as is child's pose with a block. Put that forehead on something. Engage your belly and unroll all the way up to stand. And when you arrive, pause and let things settle. Take a minute to reorganize, to integrate. And from here, lift up all 10 toes, find the four corners of your feet, send them into the earth. Reaching your arms out and up towards the sky, you're going to interlace your fingers, flip your palms to the sky, and have a shimmy. Reach as tall as you can, grow and breathe all the way up to the sky. Exhale, let it out with arms still reaching a little bit higher. Once more, inhale all the way to the sky with a slight arch back here. Use your belly. Exhale, round forward into a standing cat. Let it feel good. Reach the crown of your head towards your palms, towards the backs of your hands, towards the screen. Inhale, reach tall once again. Gaze up this time, if it's okay for your neck. Exhale, round forward. Let your head and neck reach forward. Stretch the backs, the shoulders. And reach your arms up to the sky, opening them out. And you're going to bring them down in front of you. Interlace your fingers. And you're going to pull against your fingers while letting your hands stay tight. You'll notice your shoulder and your back kind of wake up. This is a stretch for your back and your shoulders. And for most of us who type a lot, feels really good. Breathing in, pull your fingers against each other and out. Remember to breathe. Inhale, slowly bring your arms up to shoulder height, pulling against each other with this tension. You'll notice interscapular space. Let your neck be light and loose. Inhale, raise your arms up all the way up to the sky, gazing forward, letting your neck be loose, tugging against each other. And slowly bringing them back down in front, tugging, 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 tugging. And having them land down by your pelvis. Take a moment here, let your head and neck release. Release your hands, but allow your chin to come all the way to your chest. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. And you bring your head back to neutral. Gaze leftward, sending some love to your neck muscles here. Draw your chin towards your shoulder and send some love into the neck and kindness on the other side. Coming back to neutral, come back to center. Gaze rightward, drop your chin to chest, and send some attention and kindness to your neck for holding up your big head. Coming back to neutral and coming back to center. Shake it all out. A big shake from that somatic energy of just getting rid of all the energy that is not needed. Remembering you can do this after any bad interaction, after a kid's temper tantrum, after a conversation with someone that just makes you mad. You just shake it out, get rid of it. That way you're not storing it in your cells. You can shake your legs. And wherever you are, come back to the top of your mat. You can have your blocks there if you have blocks, or your chair for some of the things we did on the other side. Widen your feet, open your arms and circle them up. And we're going to hinge forward, forward, fold. Your hands will pour down in front towards the floor. Use your blocks if you need. Inhale for that half lift. Exhale, forward fold. You're going to plant your hands and step back to plank or top of the push-up and pause here. Take a moment to find your center. Use your belly. Lifting up the back of your neck, lifting up your shoulders. Notice what happens if you shrug your shoulders and bring them back to center. Raise your belly button to the sky. Shift forward your weight onto your tippy toes. Bend your knees and we'll lower down chaturanga to the floor. Wrap your elbows in towards you. Untuck your toes. Lower down. Pause here on the floor. Tops of the feet are on the floor. And notice your belly. Notice what it feels like to be on your belly. Giving it a moment of rest and attention. Weight is out of your hands. Inhale for a low cobra. Gaze forward. Let your heart shine forward. Don't overdo this. Exhale, lower down. Put your right ear on the floor and look leftward. Sending love to the neck here. Switch sides and put your left ear on the floor without judgment that one side may be more tight than the other. Bring your forehead back to center. And you're going to curl your toes, lifting up and back to downward dog, probably through hands and knees. Let it all be kind and nourishing today. Harder's not better. And when you arrive in downward dog, take a minute, gaze at the view, breathe, reorganize hands and feet. Downward dog is supposed to be a rest pose. It's also a spine stretch. Let it feel restful and stretchy today. You can put your hands on blocks for downward dog too. I like how the change in height of your hands changes the stretch in your back. But don't let yourself be unsteady. Opt out if this is unsteady. If you're using the blocks, move them out of the way. Find your hands, let your hands support you using each fingers, flatten the palms. You're going to ground into the ball mound of the left foot and raise your right leg to the sky, coming into that three-legged dog. Roll your ankle. Breathe in all the way to your heel. Engage your right glute and gently exhale. Bring your foot between your hands. We're going to come up into that high lunge. Take your time. Probably widen your stance to steady you and reach your arms to the sky. When you're ready, standing tall, gazing up if you can. Your back heel's likely off the ground, and remembering in high lunge, both toes face forward, both feet jet line forward. Nothing's on an angle like warrior two. Bring your hands to heart center, straight your front knee, and bend it, and straight. As you bend it a little further each time. You'll notice your left hip flexor wake up here too, stretching it. Straight a last time here, and bend. Reach your arms back up to the sky for a moment. Send the breath into that left hip flexor now with the knee bent a little bit further. Open your arms wide, and we're going to come into eagle arms. This time the opposite elbow under. For me, it's going to be right under left. And hang out here. You'll notice your calf and all these other things kind of waking up as you're paying attention to your arms. Wiggle your toes so nothing cramps. Send the breath to the interscapular space here. Breathe. If you wish, you can round forward. And if you don't wish, press your elbows against each other. Inhale, lift back up. Notice the elbows press against each other. Send the breath to the interscapular space. Open your arms out wide. Lower them to your sacrum. Clasp them. Shoulders down and back. Heart shines forward. Gazing upward if you can balance. If not, gaze forward where your neck is unhappy. Do what works for you. Releasing your arms. Grab the blocks. Hop your back foot forward. Come to pyramid pose. And enjoy this. It's not supposed to be torture. Let the breath and the energy move. Have a rock. If anything needs like rolling out, let that happen. You can bend your elbows and straighten them. Using a block or a chair is good. Wiggling toes, maybe shifting weight forward and back.
Lifting up all 10 toes, stretching them wide. Notice what happens when you do that, and lower them down one at a time. Pause and breathe. 2 more breaths here. Let it be nourishing in whatever way feels good to you. And when you're ready, you are going to plant your hands on the blocks. Use them, bring them forward. We're going to come into that half splits. Make it steady and safe and comfortable. It doesn't have to be over stretchy. And you can put your head down if you want, or leave it flat, your neck straight. If you have high blood pressure, don't tip your head down. It doesn't feel good. If you have a sinus thing or a cold, don't tip your head down. It doesn't feel good. Let the left ankle roll itself out, sending breath and blood flow to your calf. You can point and flex your toe. You can bend your right knee and straighten it. Notice what feels good here and what doesn't. Big breath in all the way to your heel. Exhale, let it out. And you will bend that left knee and bring it alongside the right. Grab the blocks or your chair or your bed or just your elbows and come into a forward fold. Enjoy your forehead on the blocks. Release your lower back. Let things release. Wiggle toes. 3 breaths. Lower your hands. Engage your belly and unroll up to stand. Taking your time, come to mountain pose, Tadasana, and take a moment to think about some inspiring mountains that you have seen recently or in your life. Thinking about the mountains in the fall. I know a few of you are in Vermont. The trees are changing, the rolling hills, the steadiness of the mountains, or majestic mountains. Channeling your inner mountain, that steady, majestic, strong, proud, steady energy. Bring a hand to heart, another hand to top. And just take a moment to wish yourself well, to notice how it feels after 45 minutes of tending to you. Wiggling toes, sending yourself kindness, listening. Is there any wisdom from within that needs to be noticed, acknowledged, seen, witnessed, honored? Notice your chest rise and fall. And I encourage you to close your eyes here so you can see within. And you can stay here as long as you want. If you feel complete, opening eyes and bringing your hands down. I can't not do tree pose in the fall because the trees are doing their thing. So let your left leg be the trunk, lifting up all 5 toes, lowering them down. Kickstand your right heel, and you'll slide it up to your calf. I encourage you not to go all the way up in tree pose today. Draw your knee back a little bit and bring your hands to heart. This might be your tree. It's a beautiful tree. If you wish, reach your arms, branches up to the sky. Channeling your inner tree, that steady, deep rooted, comfortable with itself tree. Trees are not shy, even though they're lumpy and bumpy. In fact, the woodpeckers peck holes in them and they don't care. Maybe bringing your arms out to the side, maybe interlacing them. Let your index finger reach to the sky, shimmy your waist, do what feels good. And when you're ready, bring your hands to your heart, palms together, press the thumbs into your sternum, draw your knee forward and lower down and shake it out, really shake it out. Remembering if you just shake more, life will be easier. You can literally just, it's like shaking a rug out. Come to steadiness. Find your inner steady. Bring your hands to heart as we start. Your right foot will be the tree trunk, your right leg. Lift up all 5 toes, lower them down, draw the earth's energy up into your tree leg as you kickstand your left heel. This might be your tree. It's a beautiful tree. Slide the sole of your foot up to your calf. Try not to go all the way. More is not better. Reach your arms to the sky. Let it be a nourishing tree, a steady tree, calm inner tree. Maybe practice being a confident tree, like a redwood tree or maple trees. Here are the ones that are changing. But you choose, just let it feel amazing. Breathe. Maybe stretch your arms wide or interlace your fingers. Let your waist feel graceful and long. And you'll lower your hands to your heart, bring your knee forward and shake it out. And when you've shaken everything that needs shaking, including perhaps your neck, we're going to lie on the floor or the ground, wherever you are. I encourage you to start with bent knees and let the earth be your support. Letting go of all that control for a moment. Let yourself melt into the ground. Let your facial muscles relax. I noticed something the other day. Actually, I've been noticing it all fall. When people are doing Shavasana or sound healing and they're lying on the floor and they're relaxed, their faces look completely different than they do when they're sitting up stressed. It's really incredible how much energy we use in our facial muscles and hold tension. So let this be an invitation to let your face melt. All those facial muscles you use to hold your jaw and your eyes, let them relax. Pour the breath into your belly. If it would feel good, bring your knees into your chest and have a massage. Rock on your sacrum. Let it be easy. If you like happy baby, do that. Let your lower back release. Press your knees towards the floor. Wiggle toes. Let this be light and fun. Notice here as your face got intense again, have it relax. Bring the soles of your feet together. Heels will come together. Let your inner thighs have a moment of stretch. Invite them to soften. Release your hands and lower your feet to the floor. Come to Supta Baddha Konasana, hand to heart, hand to belly. One of the most restorative poses. Let it be restorative. If your inner thighs and waist are cranky or your knees are bothering you, let the diamond between your knees grow longer. Do what feels nourishing to you. Hand on heart, hand on belly. Let the breath fill you. Bring your hands to your outer thighs. Draw your knees together. Walk your feet to the outside of the mat. You'll raise your arms over your head into a cactus shape or a T. Drop your knees to the right and enjoy a twist. Breathe. Bring your knees back to center, knock-kneed. Even out your sacrum. And drop your knees to the left. Let it feel good. Delicious, delightful. We'll come back to center and feel free to do any pose that you feel you need to do before we come into Shavasana. It might be a bridge. It might just be come into Shavasana and settle in. And when you feel complete, allow yourself to settle in. Resting on the earth, legs long and extended, toes reaching towards the outer edge of the mat. Hands by your waist, palms open to the sky. Let go of control of the muscles. Let your face soften and relax in particular. Let go of control of your breath with intention, letting your body breathe for itself. And allow yourself to soften in here for a short Shavasana today, but noticing how even short can feel delicious and delightful. Enjoy every moment as you let go, relax, and restore. Shavasana. If you want to stay longer, feel free. If you're ready to come out, gently begin to deepen your breath. Very slowly, wiggle fingers and toes. And when you are ready, enjoy a delicious, nourishing, nurturing, amazing stretch. Let it feel fantastic, whatever it looks like. It might be more than one stretch. And then make your way back to a comfortable seat where we began, taking your time. When you arrive, bring your hands to heart, one hand atop the other, hand on heart. Pressing into the heart space, releasing some oxytocin. Thank you all so much for practicing with me today. May you all have a week of kindness, kindness to yourself, kindness to others, kindness to the world. Remembering that kindness is honest, it's authentic, it's transparent. Kindness doesn't people please. Kindness doesn't drain yourself. Kindness takes pauses to refill and restore. Have a beautiful week. Namaste.